thing on top is ratios. You will find that most things in math are related to each other, and that's the case with ratios. A ratio, if you want the technical book definition, is a comparison. A comparison the book says by division. I'm going to say by fractions. Okay, and this is one of the fewer times that it is acceptable. It is very much acceptable to have improper fractions as long as they're reduced. Okay, so put that little asterisk there. Okay, okay to have improper fractions, but they need to be reduced. And there are a couple different ways to show comparisons. Actually, apparently there's 4 different ways to show comparisons. And I guess apparently you can do them as decimals as well. Usually fractions are the norm. Okay, you can show a comparison like this, written out in words. Let's say, what do we talk about? There are how many 7th graders? Okay, you got 19 7th graders. How many are boys?
10.
10 boys and 9 girls. So our comparison, one way would be to compare in words boys to girls. That's one way to write it. Or it would be 10 to 9. Okay, this is one form of a ratio. Okay, boys to girls could be in fraction form 10 to 9, as long as it's reduced all the way. Okay, it can be that. You could write it out as a decimal. Again, I don't particularly like it, but the book shows us. Does anybody know what 10/9 would be as a decimal? I love it if somebody's going to look at that little cheat sheet there. What would it be? First of all, it's more than a whole number, because 9 goes into 10 once. But what's the decimal for 1/9 left over? Lauren?
1.111.
Yeah, 1.1 repeating. And then last but not least, it says you could do it as a colon. You could also write it, instead of the word 2, you can do this, 10 to 9. So in math, when you see this, something like this, it's a relationship, it is a ratio of 10 to 9. Now let me tell you, these are the primary ways that you're going to show them. Fraction form is the best. Every once in a while they'll give you this. And the most important thing to remember is that order matters. Order is important. In other words, when they ask you to write a ratio, the first number they give you must go on top or be listed first. Okay, boys to girls means the 10 comes first or it's on top. 10 comes first. Girls is second, on bottom, second. Okay, if I change this and I asked you of the ratio of girls to 7th graders, what would be the fraction I would use for that? How many girls are there over how many 7th graders are there? Nathaniel?
9/19.
Right, 9/19. It's a comparison of girls to total 7th graders. Ratios are relatively pretty easy sort of thing there, as far as that goes. Let's look at another one here. Let me stop this for a second.